Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be going over the best international side I've seen in my lifetime. That team's got to be Spain from 2008 to 2012. Now, anyone who's around my age or even a couple of years younger will really know how good that Spain team really was. They won Euro 2008 by beating Germany 1-0 in the final thanks to Fernando Torres, when Fernando Torres was a very good striker, arguably the best striker in the world. They also won World Cup 2010 by beating Holland 1-0 in extra time, thanks to Andres Iniesta. It wasn't a great final, but I mean, Spain just about edged it. It was a very, close final, but it certainly wasn't the best quality of game. But Spain winning the World Cup at the time was, huge for Spain. I think it's their first ever World Cup, and it might have been as well. So it really was huge. And Andres Iniesta, what a player to score the goal. I mean, what a great legend. And yep, he got the goal in extra time. And then they also won Euro 2012, beating Italy 4-0 in the final. A final where Spain didn't even play a striker up front to start the game. Quite amazing, really. The goals in that game were from David Silva, Jordi Alba, Fernando Torres, and Juan Mata. Yeah, brilliant. I mean, that was one of the greatest final performances I've ever witnessed, really. And it's a final I kind of thought that Italy were going to win, but no, Spain completely blew Italy away, and that really was the end of Spain, really, 2012, when it's kind of when that Barcelona team kind of went downhill as well as Spain themselves. But for them years, though, Spain was such a good side. I mean, to be honest with you, Euro 2008 really was the beginning for them. You felt like that going into that tournament, a lot of people wanted Spain to win because they had good footballers, and it was just more the style of play. It was Barcelona-esque from 2009 to 2012. And yeah, it was just very good football to watch. I mean, Iniesta, Xavi, and Xabi Alonso in midfield, or Sergio Busquets, Cesc Fabregas. The midfield options of Spain were absolutely fantastic. I mean, really was great. I mean, the only thing they kind of lacked, as I said, was great strikers. I mean, they did have the likes of David Villa and Fernando Torres when they were good, but those two strikers kind of declined as that Spain team went on. David Villa, due to his age a little bit, and Fernando Torres just took a bit of a career downward spiral. But yeah, it's quite amazing to think, really, that this, it actually, well, yeah, I guess it actually, this Spain team was actually just that good. Even in defence, they had the likes of Sergio Ramos, Gerard Piqué, Carlos Puyol, and Jordi Alba at the back, if not Capdevila. It's just a great side. Casillas in goal when he was in his prime. It was a very, very good Spain side, and it was a Spain team that just played very good stuff, to be honest with you. The football was so attractive to watch, and it was fluent football at its very best. I mean, of course, the only real difference between that Spain team and the Barcelona great team was the Barcelona great team had Lionel Messi, so there were a bit more goals in the team because they had Lionel Messi, who scored so many goals. But Spain themselves never had a lethal striker, even though David Villa and Fernando Torres were good. They certainly never got the numbers that Lionel Messi does. But yeah, I mean, it was a great team. I mean, Euro 2008 was a pretty good tournament anyway, to be fair, and Spain were very impressive in that tournament. But everyone did think, is this just a one tournament thing? Because Spain were very good that year, but everyone thought, can Spain really keep it up at a World Cup where the teams like Brazil, Argentina enter? But Spain did do that. I mean, as I've said before, I think World Cup 2010 was probably one of my least favourite World Cups. I don't know, I just never really. It was a pretty dull tournament, I thought, South Africa. Disappointingly, because I was only 14 years old at the time of watching, and I remember being really excited. But not just as an England fan, but as a general football fan, there wasn't that many great games at the 2010 World Cup, and the tournament was kind of played quite dull. So it was disappointing, really. But Spain won the tournament without really getting out of second gear, which really says a lot about the quality. Spain actually lost their opening game of that tournament to Switzerland 1-0 as well. So, again, you can probably say it really does sum up the quality. But Spain won most of their games 1-0 or 2-0. And it was just one of them, really. Spain won it, like I said, without really getting out of second gear, which is really saying something. But that's how good that Spain team really were. It was just a great team. That's all you can really say. And then 2012, they won the Euros. You did kind of get a hint in 2012 that Spain were kind of running out a little bit. I mean, they got out the group, but they drew their opening game against Italy, the team they eventually beat in the final. And then in the semi-final, sorry, they actually only beat Portugal on penalties in what was a very dull game. But yeah, I mean, in the final though, they were absolutely superb, and they just blew Italy away. It was such a good performance, such a complete performance, I guess you can say, from Spain without a striker to start with. The fluency was still there. Yeah, it was excellent. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely the best national team. The great Brazil national teams were a little bit before my time. You can probably say Brazil kind of started to peak a little bit between 2002 and 2006, the two World Cups. I'd probably say, yeah, I'd probably say that team peaked a little bit around then, and they were a little bit before my time, I think. But no doubtedly, what I've seen of that Brazil team, they were great. But yeah, overall, I'm probably going to say Spain have got to be the best national team I've ever, hands down, and there's not really a team that comes close to them. But yeah, I mean, just brilliant, to be honest with you, how good they were. But will I ever see a better national team? It's going to be difficult. I mean, Germany have got a very promising team coming through right now. Germany are also up there with the best national team I've seen, mainly because they're so consistent. They're always there and thereabouts, Germany, and always have been, but they've only actually won the World Cup in 2014, is what I've only thing I've ever seen them win. But yeah, other than that, though, I'm just going to stick with that. Spain, definitely the best side I've ever watched in terms of just everything internationally, to be honest with you. It's quite comfortable, and I think it's going to be difficult for me to ever witness a team that good again, especially in the next few years. It'll have to be quite a few years down the line if I do. But yeah, that's my video. Thank you for watching. If you've got any other international teams you can think of who have been better than Spain or can be better than Spain, please let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Again, still trying to get the YouTube channels take off as much as I can. But yeah, thank you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.